Joining me now, Joel Rubin, Director of Policy and Government Affairs for the Plowshares Fund. Thank you so much for being with us, Joel. If those reports are accurate from what we're hearing at the moment, have they already crossed the red line that the President put out for intervention? Should the U.S. intervene, as Senator McCain is asking for?
The situation in Syria is something we've never seen before. We have a country collapsing, and this country has significant weapons of mass destruction. Its chemical weapons arsenal is one of the largest in the world. Syria signed the Chemical Weapons Convention, so this is new territory. They have not, however, moved to use these weapons, but they are, according to what we know from reporting, they are beginning to move these out of storage. And the question is, what options do we have? And right now, the primary option is to ensure that the message is clear to Assad and those around him that he cannot use these weapons in any form whatsoever. And it seems to have heightened international diplomatic activity, particularly with Russia, in terms of getting that message out that that's a red line that can't be crossed.
How essential is Russia being involved?
Russia is key. Russia has been backing Assad diplomatically at the UN and has deep ties into Assad's regime. If they begin to walk away from Syria and there appear to be signals that they are distancing themselves, that will put pressure on those around Assad to make sure that they do not take Assad's lead in potentially using these weapons, and further isolation helps move us towards a resolution of
Joel,
this.
if it comes down to the military action, so you've got a ground strategy perhaps being considered, and then you have an air strategy. Air seems to be the one that's being discussed most because it could be more surgical. But is there such a thing, when we're talking about chemical weapons, as a surgical military option?
There is not a clear surgical military option. The Pentagon has estimated it would take 75,000 troops to secure the sites that we know of. Dropping ordnance on sites that have sarin gas and even mustard gas and other nerve agents can be very damaging. It can get blown away in the wind. So it's not at all clear that this is surgical. The key thing is to ensure that this country doesn't implode, that there's a managed transition, that Assad is moved out in a manner that does latch up with the political process that Secretary Clinton described of international support for the opposition, pulling Russia in. This is a very delicate balance. We haven't seen this before.
Joel Rubin, Director of Policy and Government Affairs for the Plowshares Fund. Thank you so much.
Thank you.